فيقول الذين ظلموا ربنا أخذنا إلى أجل قريب.
Well, buses in San Francisco are carrying messages of jihad, but it's not what you might think. It's a campaign to educate residents about the real meaning of the word, a campaign that began in Chicago and has now reached the Bay Area. ABC 7 News reporter Ahmed Dates explains.
My jihad is to stay fit despite my busy schedule. What's yours? That's the statement on the side of this Muni bus. It's part of an educational campaign created by CAIR, the Council on American Islamic Relations. The group has put 35 ads on buses rolling through the streets of San Francisco.
The intention of the campaign is to educate our fellow Americans about what the word jihad means.
Zahra Balou is the executive director of CAIR's Bay Area office.
A common misconception of the word jihad is that it means armed struggle or holy war. And that is something that has been perpetrated by many who have made careers out of pushing anti-Muslim sentiment.
I asked some Muni riders if they knew the definition of jihad.
A religious war.
A holy war.
Merriam-Webster also defines it as a holy war, but it lists a second definition, one that Balou says is much more appropriate.
The proper meaning of jihad, as many of us frequently describe it, is to struggle, and that's it. For many, that is anything from building relationships with their neighbors to making it to work on time or doing better on their diets.
It's a meaning many may not know.
I didn't know the definition either. It's interesting to be educated on it.
But Muni writer Nicholas Thomas doesn't know how big an impact the ads will make.
For so long, it's been ingrained in people's heads that it has such negative connotation that I think that's sort of rooted in people, and that for that idea to change, it probably would take a little bit more than just people talking about it.
The ads will remain on the buses through the third week of January, and the organization says they wouldn't mind expanding to other Bay Area transit agencies. In San Francisco, Ahmed Dates, ABC 7 News.
Americans are being told that many of the mainstream Muslim groups are also moderate, when in fact, if you look a little closer, you'll see a very different reality. One of their primary tactics is deception. They present themselves as moderate leaders committed to peace and condemning terror.
As Muslims, we want to state clearly
that those who commit acts of terror in the name of Islam are betraying the teachings of the Quran and the Prophet Muhammad.
But when asked about specific terrorist groups, CAIR officials are either evasive or outright supportive.
Does CAIR have a position on Palestinian Islamic Jihad?
We haven't published one.
Now, don't you think that...
Oh, you gotta...
You don't...
It's about the terrorist organization.
It's not a terrorist organization.
And in 2000, Abdurrahman Al-Amoudi openly supported terrorist groups.
Anybody is a supporter of Hamas here? Hear that, Bill Clinton. We are all supporters of Hamas. Allahu Akbar. Anybody supports Hezbollah here? Takbir. Takbir.
But Al-Amoudi went further than just cheering for these groups. In 2004, he was actually arrested on terror charges. Perhaps what made the Al-Amoudi case so troubling was that he was considered by many in the media and government to be a moderate Muslim leader. And Al-Amoudi isn't the only leader who's had a problem with the law. Many so-called moderate Muslim leaders have been convicted on terror-related charges. To be fair, on their website, CAIR has condemned Al-Qaeda by name. But why won't they condemn Hamas or Hezbollah?
And you sit here now and in just one sentence tell me CAIR condemns Hamas and CAIR condemns Hezbollah.
I'm telling you in a very clear fashion, CAIR condemns terrorist acts. Whoever commits them, wherever they commit them, whenever they commit.
That's not the same thing as saying you condemn Hamas and you condemn Hezbollah.
Well, I recognize that you don't like my answer to the question.
The FBI uncovered a secret document that seems to answer this and many other questions. This is believed to be the manifesto of the Muslim Brotherhood in North America.
Hamas grew out of the Muslim Brotherhood. Palestinian Islamic Jihad grew out of the Muslim Brotherhood. From the Egyptian Islamic Jihad movement grew the current movement of Al-Qaeda, for instance.
This 15-page manifesto outlines the goals and strategies of the Muslim Brotherhood's activities in North America. On page 7, the document states that their work in America is a kind of a grand jihad in eliminating and destroying the Western civilization from within. And then it speaks about setting up groups and mosques and Islamic centers to achieve their ultimate goal, which is to destroy the miserable houses of the West so that they will be expelled and that Allah's religion is made victorious over all other religions. And at the end of the document, it lists the organizations that can help in carrying out these goals. Not only are many of these groups still in existence today, but they are the very groups who are thought to be the modern Muslim leadership of America. These are the groups like the MSA, ISNA, and notably the IEP. And where does CAIR fit into all of this? In 1994, CAIR was established by 3 of the leaders from the IEP. And it's well documented that the IEP was essentially a front group for Hamas. So perhaps that would explain why CAIR won't condemn terror groups like Hamas.
في فلسطين لها دور عظيم في تربية أبنائها ودفعهم للجهاد في سبيل الله عز وجل. هذه طبعا أسمى شيء يعني بتعمله، فهي بيكون دورها بجانب الرجل لا تقل عنه أبدا، حتى يعني عندما يخرج الزوج للجهاد فهي يعني لا تقول له يعني ما تروحش أو تمنعه، لا، فهي بتشجع وبتدعم وهي التي تدفع به، فهي التي تجهز يعني أغراضه وتودعه يعني ويعني ترحب بهذا الشيء، وهي تغرس في أبنائها حب الجهاد وحب الرباط وحب الشهادة في سبيل الله عز وجل. لأنه يا أختي الحبيبة إذا كل أخت وكل أم بدها تمسك ابنها وتمنع من الخروج للجهاد في سبيل الله، من الذي يجاهد؟ من الذي يخرج؟ من لفلسطين؟ ففلسطين يا أختي غالية وتحتاج منا إلى الأشلاء والدماء والمهج في سبيلها. ألا إن سلعة الله غالية، ألا سلعة الله هي الجنة، فالجنة تحتاج منا إلى دماء وأشلاء وجهود في سبيلها إن شاء الله رب العالمين. فالجهاد يا أختي عاد يعني مكتوب علينا ولازم إحنا نجاهد، لأنه يعني إن ما جهدنا ما نجاهد، وهي فعلا على الجد. نحن هذا دائما أنا أدعو في صلاتي وفي ركوعي وفي سجودي وفي قيام الليل، اللهم اجعل آخر أعمارنا شهادة، حتى لزوجي حتى لأبنائي كليتنا، يعني مش حابين فعلا أن نموت على فراشنا. نسأل الله إن شاء الله يعني الجنة.